Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Foursquare is a waste of time. I wrote the article, explained everything about Foursquare in my experience, or at least as succinctly as possible. Foursquare, if you're not familiar with the service, is something that you can use from like a mobile device to check in to places, like physical places. And when Foursquare was first launched, everybody was just agog. They were like, I can't believe it. This is amazing. I can check into a place. I didn't quite get it. No. But when you check into a place, then you can potentially get a badge. So like a graphic. Yeah, but then you can find out where your friends are. Dude, I'm the kind of guy who doesn't care what you're listening to at any given moment. Why would I care where you are if I'm not there? No, but you can also share pictures of where you're at. Okay, because you couldn't do that anywhere else. I mean, I look at any new service, with the, I guess I'm jaded in that way because I've seen these things come and go. And Foursquare certainly had staying power, but I avoided it for the longest time because I thought, why would I want to let anybody know where I am? It's just kind of creepy. I do at times share where I might be, specifically after I've left. Because to me, that's a bit more secure instead of saying, hey, I'm here, and then having everybody and their grandmother show up. Actually, when I've done that, nobody's shown up. But it's still the idea of sharing your location with people who you know, who you might know, certainly with people you don't know. That's the thing you have to watch out for. And, if you check into a place frequently enough, you can become a mayor of a place. And sometimes that gets you some special privileges at a location if the business owner has decided to give the mayor something special. Sometimes for checking in, you can get something special. But, after being on Foursquare now for maybe a year or so and checking in various places, it really hasn't gained me much of anything. I think I've received maybe a couple of discounts, and this was an epiphany. I mean, it wasn't... I've always believed that it was a waste of time, but the epiphany came after I had checked in to a local Starbucks 50-some-odd times, just to become the mayor, only to realize that gained me nothing. You know who won in that proposition? Starbucks. They won. I mean, I went in and got drinks just about every day and checked in to see if I could become the mayor, just to see if I could become the mayor. Did I need to have that coffee? No, I didn't. So I guess I was, I succumbed to the idea of gamification and location-based services, but it didn't really get me anywhere. I got nothing from being a mayor. I walk in, I walk in, and I'm checking in, and a barista might ask, well, what are you doing there? Well, I'm checking in, I'm the mayor. And they said, the what? I said, the mayor, I'm on Foursquare. And they asked, what's that? So, it just seems that everything that you're doing on Foursquare is really getting you nowhere. The exception to this is when you can get a special. But the problem is, I'm wagering that most small businesses have no idea what Foursquare is. And even if they did, do they care? Do they care? The business owners, do they care? Probably not. Nobody cares that I'm the mayor of the Starbucks that I typically go to. Nobody. Doesn't get me anything. Gets them something. And you'd say, well, you should be happy because they're giving you some espresso. Yes, but I'm paying them to give me the espresso. And then I'm giving them some, additional revenue because I'm going in to get a title that means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. Really, think about it. And then, of course, Facebook has their check-in thing. They just acquired Gowalla, which was a huge Foursquare competitor for a while, very similar in nature. But, in much the same way, every once in a while you see some specials, but there's so many places that don't have specials. Taking the time to even look to see if there are specials is a waste of time. Because you know that, for the most part, the specials aren't going to be there. Or they're going to be reserved for someone who goes there more frequently than you. Or even when they do attain title of mayorship, the special is really not all that special. So, If you like Foursquare, awesome. I use it usually in conjunction with Instagram. We had a video on tips as well as the article. I don't know if you guys caught that a couple of weeks ago. And with Instagram, I can check into a place and associate a photo with it. It's just easy. I'm taking the photo. I'm sharing the photo anyway. So Foursquare kind of comes in tow. I would do the same thing with a Facebook place, Yelp, any one of these location-based services. But generally speaking, unless there's a reason to check in, I'm just not going to do it. And the only app that I would say, and this is not, by the way, at this point in time, is not an endorsement of it, but the only application that I use, this is something for the Seattle area only, is a free application called Perk. This is location-based services done right. Because I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, if Foursquare's not doing it right, who do you think is? Perk. So I load this application for free, and it will tell me, this is, unfortunately, sorry, in the Seattle area alone, anywhere around me that has a discount. So if I say, right now, if I go to Coho Cafe between 2 to 5 p.m. today, I can reserve a 40% off coupon. Just by saying, yes, I'd like it. I don't have to put any money up front. I just commit to it, and that's it. And I go there, and I check in, and they say, okay, here's your 40% off. I'm serious. It's so... We saved, I don't know how much money we've saved with Perk, because when we want to go out to eat or we're at the mall, we can get a discount on a snack just by checking in and saying, yes, we'd like to reserve this. And here are the list of items, and I think I've only done this like 8 times, but I've saved between 20 and 50% on a bill. Going out to eat, or if we're out and about, we want to try a new place, why not save half off? And it doesn't cost me anything to use. So I'm checking in. I know every time I use that, I'm going to get a discount. With Foursquare, you never know what you're going to get. Perk is an example that is not a waste of time. It's a savings of money. I've saved probably more money than this phone is worth with Perk. Now, if Foursquare offered something similar to that, oh, absolutely, I'd be checking in. I'd be checking in left and right. I'd be going everywhere. I'd never be at home, which I'm sure you guys would hate. So, I just wanted to get that out there. I think Foursquare is a complete waste of time. I explained it in detail on the blog, which you should see linked below, right there at thelockergnome.com. You would have been notified of it if you subscribe to the RSS feed for Locker Gnome, or if you subscribe to the free email newsletter, which I'm assuming you've done by now, because you know we have that computer giveaway coming up this month. Check in to the newsletter, because you may get something in return, but you only have to do it once instead of every time. We send the information to you. It's a nice thing, right? Just like subscribing to a video channel, we send the videos to you. Any thoughts on location-based services, the ones who are doing it right and the ones who are doing it wrong? Leave a comment.